Whether you are in medical school, law school, or really any other graduate program, success isn't just about how hard you work. It's about how effectively you can learn the material to pass the exam. I'm Brad, I'm a physician assistant working in internal medicine, and today I want to share 5 tips that helped me survive grad school. So if you're about to start a grad school program or are about to take your board exams, hopefully these tips will help you out. Tip number 1 is study actively, not passively. A big mistake some students make is confusing exposure with learning. Skimming through notes, listening to a podcast, or re-listening to an old lecture seems productive, but your brain learns best when it has to actually retrieve that information. So instead of just rereading your notes, close your notebook and recite the material out loud. Create practice questions, use flashcards, or try to teach that topic to somebody else. You're forcing your brain to retrieve all of that information, which in turn will help you retain it. A good rule is if you're not testing yourself, you're probably not learning as effectively as you could be. Tip number 2 is focus on understanding over memorizing. Don't get me wrong, memorization is pretty important when you're in grad school, but understanding the material itself is what really helps it stick. Once you understand the why, the facts become way easier to remember. Students who just do straight memorization kind of struggle when the material is presented in a different way on the exam. So if you understand the why, you'll do much better. Tip number 3 is prioritize high-yield information. Graduate school is mostly about information management. You cannot know everything. So as you're going through a lecture, kind of make a note of if a professor says something more than once, or if a certain topic keeps popping up over and over again. And do a little research. Learn the 20% of material that makes up 80% of your exam. Then once you've got that stuff down, then move on to the more minute details of the topic. For example, for PA school, if you know what a disease does and what causes it and how to treat it, that's like 60% of your entire exam. Tip number 4 is review the material repeatedly over time. This applies to so many things in life, but repetition, repetition, repetition. Cramming will help you pass tomorrow's quiz, but repetition of the material will help you pass your board exam. If you will review a topic today, tomorrow, next week, 2 weeks from now, that material will stick with you for 6 months to a year. Your chances of remembering that topic for your board exam are so much higher. Tip number 5 is be consistent rather than motivated. Motivation will come and go, but having a set schedule is key. The highest performing students are the ones who are rarely motivated every day, but they're the ones that will sit down and make themselves study even though they don't want to. The rule that worked for me was that after I left class, I would study every day for 2 to 3 focused hours for 6 days a week. You have to treat studying like it's your full-time job because graduate school rewards consistency. And guys, just a little bonus tip, protect your mental health. Lack of sleep, lack of nutrition, lack of exercise will all destroy your ability to learn. Make sleep and exercise and stress management just as important as studying. If you can do that, I promise you will do great. So those are my 5 tips for surviving grad school. If you have any tips that you would like to share, leave them in the comments down below. But guys, that's all for today. Stay safe, stay healthy. Peace.